Hi, I'm Jamie Illman. In this video, I'm going to guide you through how to complete Task 2.1p for SIT 210 Embedded Systems Development at Deakin University. In this task, you're going to use a particle device, either a photon or an argon, to blink your name in Morse code. First, we will require the following hardware: a particle photon, or argon in this case, a micro USB to USB cable, a breadboard, a small red LED, a 220 ohm resistor, and a number of connection wires. On our breadboard, we're going to connect the particle argon like so. Then we will connect the 3.3 volt to the positive tram track and the ground to the negative tram track. We're then going to connect our resistor from the negative tram track to where we're going to place our LED. And LED, we're going to not connect just yet. We're going to connect a connection from D6, the pin we're connecting the LED to the point, the column, the row where we're going to have our LED placed. We're then going to place our LED in like so, with the longer leg going towards the pin connected to D6. So that is how our circuit board will look. The particle device is then connected via the micro USB to the computer where we will be coding. We begin writing code by logging into the particle website and selecting the Web IDE. We're going to first call two LEDs by LED1 and LED2 by writing in the following above the void setup. Int LED1 equals D6, for that's the pin red LED is connected to, and int LED equals LED2 equals D7, as that is the small blue LED on the particle argon board. In the void setup, we're going to write the following: pin mode, which is a function which we can nominate one of our two pins and whether it's going to be an input or an output. So for this one, we're going to put in pin mode LED1, and because it's an LED, it's going to be an output, and the same for LED2. So that's all we're going to need to write in the setup. The loop, on the other hand, is going to be where quite a bit's going on. We're going to be calling a function called digital write, and we're going to be needing to digitally write to both LEDs. So we'd write digital write LED1 high. And the same for LED 2. So we might just copy and paste that. And change it to LED 2. Now, when we've written high next to it, that means that it's blinking on. The third function we're going to be calling is delay. Now, for the first letter of my name, Jamie, if we look at this Morse code website we've been given on the task sheet, we notice that J has dashes and dots. So we're going to choose different delays for the dashes compared to the dots. So I've decided I'm going to choose a delay of 3 seconds or 3000 milliseconds. Then I'm going to need to turn it off between each one. So for this case, we're going to write digital write again for LED 1, but this time it's going to be low, and that means it's going to switch off. We're also going to do the same for LED 2, obviously. Now between each, I reckon we might go with a delay of 1 second. So there we go. Now for the next part, we're going to need digital writes again, turning it on. But this time, if we look at our Morse code, we're going to need it for a dot. So for the dot, I'm going to say a delay of 1 second. So we'll just copy that over, like, not quite. So, and this time we're going to need them to be both high, because they're turning on, and our delay for the dots, we're setting at 1 second or 1000 milliseconds. We're then again going to have the same amount of delay between the dash. So we'll just copy and paste that in. Now for the J, again, we need another dash, as we can see here, and a dot. So we might just copy and paste what we already have and put it in. Obviously, this is going to be different if the first letter of your name isn't J, but you can utilize this for whatever your name may start with. Now, I could go through and do each letter of my name, but I thought I might show you an example I prepared earlier. So in this one, we've got the A's, the M here, and what we're doing at the end of each letter is we're actually signifying it by delaying it by 2 seconds instead of 1. At the end of our name, we're going to delay by 5 seconds or 5000 milliseconds to make sure that we know that that message is ended. Now, after we've completed all of this, we're going to then hit this verify button, wait for that to go through, and then hit the flash button here. It's told us that our code's verified, great work. And then when we hit our flash, we read here that it's flashing the code. And on our board, we should start to see a green light appear. Flash successful, your device is being updated. But over on this side, we still see a green light. So as we can see, we've got our green light flashing for it flashing over. Eventually this light's going to turn blue to let us know that it's all good to go. The green light gets quicker before this happens. Oh, there we go. There's the blue light starting to flash now. And now what we should see is the red light and this blue light at the top of our D7 start to flash in producing the Morse code for our name. Now in task 2.1, you're going to have to record the whole of the code flashing for your name, but I think we'll leave it there. We're now going to upload our code into a GitHub repository. Task 2.1 does ask us to do so. So we're going to do so by creating a new repository by hitting on the new button. We're going to have to call it Blink Name according to the task sheet. Unfortunately, we've already created that, so we'll call it Blink Name 1. Why not? That already exists. Blink Name 2. There we go. And we'll scroll down and hit Create Repository. Now we're going to have to create a new file. And with that new file, we'll copy over what we've got on our particle ID. Copy that over and hit paste and commit the new file. And we need to give it a name. So we'll call it Blink Name and then hit commit new file. And then we'll add that into a document to be sent off for over OnTrack. Cheers. Thanks for listening.